Hi everyone and welcome back to the show, and today we're going to be doing our second team profile, and this time we're going to be doing what I refer to as the Montreal Metros. Okay, I know that's not what they're calling the book, but honestly guys, when I was reading Here Rivalry, I found it really hard to pronounce what Montreal's actual team name is. Also, I think I prefer both Boston and Montreal's team names in the TV show compared to the book. So we do Boston's, I'll also refer to their TV show name as well. Okay, so let's get that in the room out of the way. So the first team purple we did, of course, was on my team, the New York Admirals, and we're now going to do Montreal today. I will do Boston next time, then we'll do the other teams that I've got dedicated profiles we can do as well. So I'm going to do it similar to how I did the Admirals one. I'm going to stay in this for the majority of the show, and at the end of the show, I will get the Metro jersey to show you guys, okay? So we're excited to get going, so let me get set up. I'm ready to go. Okay. Yep, okay, we're all set. So let's get going with the team profile for the Montreal Metro, shall we? The Montreal Metros are a professional ice hockey team based in Montreal, playing in Major League Hockey. The Montreal Metros are one of the main teams seen in the Game Changer series and are notable rivals of the Boston Raiders. The team is inspired by the Montreal. The Montreal Metros were founded in 1909, one of the original six, while actually predating the league as the oldest continuously operating professional hockey team worldwide. They are one of the most successful sports franchises of all time, alongside the New York Yankees. The Metros are in the Atlantic Division and thus more regularly played against their fellow division rivals, the Boston Raiders, Buffalo, Detroit, Florida, the Ottawa Senators, Tampa Bay, and the Toronto Guardians. Prior to the series, the Metros had been in a slump, but was revitalized with the selection of Shane Hollander as their first round draft pick in 2009, second overall. The Metros make the playoffs for the first time since 2006 in the 2011 season, but are knocked out in the first round. This season, rookie Hollander scored 67 goals. Hollander is awarded Rookie of the Year at the 2011 MLH Awards. Montreal consistently does well in the following seasons. Around 2014, Hollander was made team captain. During this season, he got into one of his few fights with New York Admirals captain Scott Hunter. Not much is known about the 2014-15 and 2015-16 seasons. Montreal wins the Cup 2 years in a row. In 2020, Montreal wins their third Cup of the series. The Metros could now be considered a dynasty team with 3 cup wins within 5 years. They are knocked out in the first round of playoffs in 2017 against lowest seeded Detroit, following the illness of their goaltender and Hollander being out on injury. Prior to the playoffs in April, Hollander was injured during a game against Boston after a collision with Cliff Marlowe. Hollander suffered a broken collarbone and concussion. The team struggles to come together without The Metros have a long-standing rivalry with the Boston Raiders, a rivalry which was reignited by Montreal and Boston claiming the first and second overall draft picks in Hollander and Rosenov. Both were considered exceptional prospects and subject to intense media frenzy. Both players are the star centers of their team, and the teams and the league do their best to profit off of the rivalry. The two teams meet frequently and struggle for top place in their division across multiple seasons. Fans of both are deeply invested in the rivalry. Montreal fans have burned effigies of Rosenov in their parking lot before games, Boston doing the same to Hollander. Hollander privately came out as gay to the team in October 2018. While the team was overall supportive of his sexuality, the reaction was far more severe to the revelation of Hollander's long-time relationship with Rosenov. Coach Farrell was fucking furious. Every player except for Hayden shunned Hollander and ostracized him upon his return to the team after being benched and spoken to directly by MLH Commissioner. In the 2020-21 season, Montreal faced Ottawa in the first round of the playoffs as the number 1 team in the league. In Game 7, Montreal loses in overtime after Hollander trips trying to stop Rosenov scoring on a breakaway. In the dressing room, Hollander is accused of tripping on purpose. Hollander becomes a free agent and decides to leave the Metros in May 2021. In July of that same year, he signs with the Ottawa Senators. The Metros logo is a stylized double letter M with the center M in blue and the outer M in red, both outlined in white. At the center of the logo is a white fleur-de-lis. Below, on a small red chevron at the middle point of the M, is written EST 1909 in white font. The fleur-de-lis is an element on the flag of Quebec, the home province of the Metros. Their home uniform consists of a blue helmet and blue jersey, The collar is 2 equal lines of white and red with front ties. The jersey is primarily blue with a large stripe of white flanked by 2 smaller red lines across the centre and the arms. A similar stripe lines the bottom hem and the arm. Numbers are in white with a red border. The Metro's logo is in the centre on top of the white stripe. Pants are blue with white and red stripes along the side, and the socks are blue with red and white stripes across the upper shin. Their away uniform consists of a white helmet and white jersey. The collar is red with front ties. The jersey is primarily white with a large stripe of blue across the chest and arms. There is a blue and white border along the hem and the arm. Numbers are blue bordered in red. The Metro's logo is in the centre on top of the blue stripe. Pants are the same as the home uniform. Socks are white with 3 lines, so blue, red, blue, across the shins, with a small line of white sandwiched between each. Both helmets have the team's logo on the left and right sides, and the player's number at the crown. Okay, so there we go. That's the team profile for Montreal done and dusted. All that's left me to do is go show the jersey. Let me go get it from my wardrobe. Give me 2 seconds, guys. And I'll be back shortly. Oh, got it. Right, first grab out the wardrobe. That's rare. That is rare when you grab something out of the wardrobe first go. That's what you were looking for. Right, oh. There we go. So, this is it. So this is Shane Hollander's Montreal Metros jersey. So you can see on the back there, it's got his name and number. So there you go. I have to say, I think of the 3, I think we are going to do episodes where we review the jerseys, by the way. I think of the 3, I think this is kind of like my least favourite, and I'm still need to kind of work out why it's my least. Obviously, I'm going to say Admiral's number 1. And with Boston's, I do love the colour scheme, but this is just not really. So I'll put it on. We'll see how I feel. Okay, so let's maybe get the chair moved so I can do that. Okay, right, so there we go. So you can see this is so there you go. So that's some good look there. I'll just quickly turn around to the back of it for you guys. There you go. So yeah, I just gotta feel of the 3. I think this thing might be my this might be like my, least favourite of the 3, and I just I don't know the colour scheme's really working for me. I'm not really a fan of blue. I've not really been a fan of that colour. And I just think the colour scheme is just it's not really working for it. I just don't also think this logo is good either. Like, it's 2 M's. Like, it's just not really creative, is it? Anyway, but yeah, so we are going to do episodes where we're going to talk about the jerseys, in more detail. Once we're out of this fucking heat wave, we can do that. But as you guys know, we in England, we are struggling right now. So yeah, So maybe that'll be for, like, say, end of the calendar year. We'll do those. Okay. Right. There we go. Right. So I'm just gonna go and put it back in my wardrobe because I'll be back to off. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Yeah, got it. You got it. And move the chair back. There we go. Right. So there you have it. So that is Montreal's team profile done and dusted. Okay. So we are going to do Boston next. So we've got Boston, and then we have Toronto and Ottawa. We could also go in depth. Those were the 5 teams. When I was doing the episode where we run through all the teams, those are the 5 that also had like an actual article on the wiki that I get my source material from to help with these shows, particularly with the team and character profile episodes. But those are the 5 that had like an in-depth article. So those are the 5 we can do profiles on. I'm thinking after Boston to do Toronto next, just because Toronto is the team that takes centre stage in book 3, which I've literally just started. Book 3. So I think after Boston, because we're going to do the Raiders next, and after Boston, we'll do T.O. And then Ottawa. That's how we'll do it, okay? That's how we'll do it. Yeah, but Boston's will be similar to York Montreal's, because obviously there we've got jerseys for T.O. Ottawa. It'll just be either in this or maybe in the New York jersey. We'll see. Yeah, so that's going to conclude this team profile for the Montreal Metros. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, that's game.